Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis, New Horizons modded. In the last episode, we began pushing south. Eventually, we have to find and defeat the other opponents on the shard. And we are strong enough to take some of the provinces down here, so I figured it's in our best interest to locate them before they locate us. This way, we are far away from our more important holdings, and we are in the middle of theirs during our attack run. But so far, we have not found where our opponents are located, although one of them did find us. Lanashar is the astral master on this shard, and we have not yet found the local lord. I don't know how Lanashar actually found us, because we don't see him anywhere. The only thing I can think of is there's like an island or something, or another bit of land over here, and he found us by having a spotter here, which has seen the Rain Coast when he just recently took it. The only thing I can think of, because we don't see him again, we don't see him anywhere else, so I've got no clue where he could be. We don't see his hero, I don't see any lands under anyone else's control but mine on the territory we've explored so far, so interesting. This does mean that it'll be some greater time till we find him, though, assuming he is over here, because we have to sweep down through this area to reach Lanashar. It is also now turn 74, and our income has taken a dramatic hit to itself. We're still earning a positive income in gems, 75 gold per turn and 39 gems per turn. But that is quite a substantial bit less than what we had been earning at the beginning of the last episode, which was like 143, I think. And I want to say like 45 gems. The gems, that's not that bad of a decrease, but it is a bad decrease for the gold. We're also now having some corruption show up, so we're going to need to begin dealing with that soon, especially if we continue to take more provinces. That is the plan for this episode. Lythe is, I think, strong enough to take on these brigand outlaws, so we're going to pull this province into our domain. And other than that, our other heroes will begin just exploring, looking for locations, and helping some provinces grow by, again, exploring them a little more. Speaking of our heroes, we hired our fourth hero in the last episode, Braun, a warrior, and we're leveling his constitution. He's got 2 points in at the moment, and we've given him some of the fantastic gear we have picked up on the shard so far. We have Lythe, who is now level 16. I think we gained 1 level last episode, and we increased our looting a bit more, so we earn even more money from all the battles that we are doing. Gavion reached level 11 and grabbed a point in logistics. And Urzanar is level 8, and he's maxed Wisdom 3 as well. We discovered last episode that we are still suffering some pretty big morale penalties. So we're going to be, when we added demons to his army. So if we want to add even more demons, we're going to, well, actually, that should balance out the evil forces when we do so. And only our spearman and slinger care about the morale of these guys, but they are impacting the morale of our evil forces as well. Anything else occur last episode? I think the only other thing that I can mention is that we did pick up some elven arrows, and we've given them to Lythe. Speaking of which, I guess we'll use the centaur's bow and our elfin arrows in this upcoming battle. Alright, and we're set, everyone. Let's go ahead and make sure that I built buildings. We did. I think I cast a ritual as well. We did. I built a building in here of some sort, right? I did. Okay, so we're set. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Brand's fighting orcs. Gavion's going to gain a spider. Urzanar is just exploring. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. The hero Lythe has entered the province of Hedge Wizard's Oaks. Suddenly your party's way is blocked by a gang of brigands operating in this area. 12 of them. We can win. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble. They're starting in the forest, but we're starting on the hills. And I like this. 3 renegades, 2 cutthroats, 1 assassin. I forget what this guy's called. 2 gang leaders, 1 brigand, 1 thief. They're going first as well. Okay. How do we want to set up on our side? Well, I wouldn't mind Lythe gaining a hill, so we'll put him there. Actually, we probably can put him here. So, I've noticed that we are casting a lot of spells as Lythe, and we will probably continue to do so. Mass Curse is really useful to cast, obviously, to put on the enemies just before they hit your lines. And it's even more useful than I thought, since it also lowers the enemy's resistance and defense stats. I thought Curse was only attack stats. Okay, let's go with this to start. Sister Archers, actually, are all down there. I'm going to put our Herbalist more in that direction. Although I don't want her dying, so let's do this after all. Okay, we're set, I think, for our deployment. Oh, we're not set for our deployment. Hold on. I want you on the hill as well. Okay. Darn it. I want Froscador to be able to take some hits here for us. But that means giving up the hill. Or that particular hill at the start. Let's swap Grouchish and Professor Snipe. Alright, this is good. Let's go ahead and start. Oh, and we'll absolutely raise that false alarm. We'll make back this money easily if we win the battle through looting. Okay. They have moved up. What do I want to do? Oh, this is a cutthroat. What are these guys then? Bandits. Okay. Well, Froscador, being on the hill, can take this hit. And not suffer too much damage in return, given he's got his parry 3. So he'll block 8 points of damage. He'll take 5. I'm fine with that. It is tempting to race forward and kill this thief immediately with Adora. But then you get counterattacked by everyone. Actually, you know what? Let's cast Mass Curse to start. The enemies here are bandits, brigands, thieves. They don't have that much resistance. So this should greatly lower their damage. Ooh, this guy has double shot and ignores 2 armor. This guy's the same. But with Mass Curse, that will greatly reduce their damage output. So let's start with that. Grouchish and Professor Snipe can then practically kill this guy. Wow, 1 hit point left. We could use Forced March on Lost Fremen to move him up here and throw a spear to kill him. But I would prefer him doing no damage to Froscador than risk taking some damage on Lost Frem. So we're not going to move him up. This guy can move up twice and then... Well, actually, he can't move up twice and throw a dagger. But I don't want him poisoning us, so I don't think we move anyone else up from these 3. Over here... Actually, we could probably do this. Let's move Sif Jaspler up. And this should be good. Okay. So, Sif Jaspler, I can probably move you right onto this hill. And which of these two... Actually, let's wait a bit. I can web this guy. So we don't have to worry about him for a round. And we can use our cav to kill this bandit. Or do great damage. Actually, we can probably kill the gang leader. We absolutely can if I use Sif to do that damage as well. You know what? Why don't we start with that? Okay, so we don't need to use the cav on him now. Let's go ahead and just shoot him. You have forest knowledge, so you can move there and attack Professor Snipe. So let's move Froz in the way to stop that from happening. You don't really have another target you can shoot Snipe. Just shoot him to lower the damage he does. These two can't... well, on the hill he'll have greater range with his throwing daggers. Lustrem, let's use Force March. I think we can kill him with Grouchish. We can throw a spear here with Nameless. Oh, that didn't kill him. Adorable, can you possibly kill him? No, you can't either. Okay, let's web the Cutthroat. And we charge the bandit. And that just leaves now Lythe to go. Their thug is out of position, and we won't have to worry about him. So I think we move our herbalist up in this direction. And Lythe kills the brigand. Okay. I'm tempted to Word of Life Adara. So let's do that. Well, actually, hold on. A heal could also do well for him. I think we're going to move him up and attack this thief and kill it. Actually, let's just do that. Now he's right up against these renegades. Fremen. Let's lower his defense. And then we begin working the Cutthroat. And he is dead. We don't even need to attack him again. You can rest, Adorable. Nameless, you can just rest. Sif, we can move you up here. Let's use our powerful shot and maybe put some damage on the thug. 25 damage, that was fantastic. Okay, we can heal Adara. We can charge and kill that renegade. We can kill this one. I'm pretty sure. Yep, we have one. Anyone else need a heal? Oh, you did, Lost Remnant, and I moved you incorrectly. It's too late now. Alright. Nice. $328 for the battle. Another province is ours. Professor Snipe, let's give you some morale. You can gain a precise metal shot, absolutely. Adora, let's give you, I think, some defense. Leobrand approaches a small fortress, long abandoned by its first hosts. Although all that remains is mostly in ruins, it might be worth searching the place. There is one problem, however. Its new owners won't allow that. Their belongings will make some excellent spoils of war, though. 4 enemies, Bugbear, Orc, and Ghost Whisperer, we can absolutely win thanks to the amazing gear that we have. And I'm pretty sure that our heroes will single-handedly win this battle. Alright, in you go. 12 damage, only 2 retaliation. And keep him inspired. Shield Bash will be annoying, but we can end it, I think, right now. No, we can't. Okay. Yes, we can. It just takes one more hit to do so. Alright, let's move you away. This way you're not going to die to these bugbears. They'll probably move up and shoot him some more anyway. Yep, yes they are. Good God, everyone else is getting the kills but our hero. Battle 1, good job, Bran. And we can take Athletics, which I wanted for him as well. Or wrap up Constitution to gain +1 regen. Let's grab Athletics. Hit point for you. Summon Naiad and a dash spell. While exploring the province of Falling Stars Whirlpool, the hero Urzanar found something unusual in an enchanted pool. Let's take a look at it. Hero Urzanar has approached a pool hidden in the bogs. Its banks are strewn with magic gems. Unfortunately, these places attract all kinds of swamp creatures, so you have to fight for the magic stones. 3 enemies and their Medusa. We can win. Urzanar says he can't win, but that's not the case. We should decimate. Well, I don't know if decimate is probably too strong of a word. We will win. We will win. Okay. So let's start. Let's start with the Naiad. The Naiad can heal. Our Demonologist. Thankfully, we have decent resistance on our Mocker, so he's only paralyzed. Actually, he'll be unparalyzed next round. I don't want to summon the rats yet until they're closer, but I need to be a little careful here. Because we can lose rats if I summon rats. I don't have the space for all the rats. Let's continue to, I guess, summon additional other summons. Okay, here they come. So our Mocker could move up and use that one Abysmal spell to do some decent damage to them. But I think I'm going to want our rats first. Okay. And it can use, what is it? Abysmal Joke. Oh, I forgot. They had fantastic resistance, Tim. So that did no significant damage to them and put them on fire slightly. Alright, let's see if we can destroy this Medusa. One, two. No, if I move you here, this Medusa will... Actually, we're going to kill this Medusa, I hope, this round. We should fly him up first to reduce the counterattack damage she does. Alright, Mocker, you do 13 damage? Wow. So we don't care about the rats. The sole purpose is to die, to put poison on these enemies and drain their stamina, and it is over anyway. Good job, Ursanar. Yeah, that was a piece of cake. Decent money for that battle, too. 216. +1 magic. And he's level 9. Wow. He has leveled very quickly. I'm probably going to make him a druid, which means that we probably do want him to have Wand Master. I think 1 point in Wand Master or Thaumaturgy. Well, no, Tim, he's going to use that summon staff the entire time. The only thing you'll bet, well, unless we find a wand that increases his summon power. I don't think we take Wand Master. Let's grab Thaumaturgy 1. Yeah, this will help because he does have spell power. He does occasionally cast offensive spells, so let's take this. +1 range attack. Thorn, you can get +1 range defense. A Demonologist can gain a stamina. Gloves of Illusion. +2 hit points, +1 resistance. $205. Wooden gloves as well for +2 hit points. Those are useless. And we found the final crystal building here, which is what we're fighting for this shard for. A group of wandering monks has come to your castle. They say that High Priest commanded them to bring a gift to you as a champion against the forces of evil. Oh, nice. Prepare the feast for them. $200. I'll think about it. All right. What do we get? Oh, we got 2 things? For some reason, I think did we have that event in the last episode and I completely forgot? I think that's the case. Unless they give us 2 things. So we have a Sorcerer's Toga and an Ambassador's Ribbon. So we might as well give the Ambassador's Ribbon to Gavion. Or should we? You're a priest, Gavion. We'll hold on to this. Okay, we don't need Glacial Heart. There was nothing else for sale here that I am interested in. Okay. For troops, let's go ahead and grab another spider. There we go. By the way, how expensive are they? 25. Oh, 25 bucks and 2 gems. Yeah, our monsters are very expensive, so it's cutting into our income significantly. You don't need any more spells. Okay, so Gavion, can you take out an armada? What does petrification do? He might be able to do so. So the tricky thing about the Armada is the War Elephant. Doesn't have that much stamina, or does it? Doesn't have that much morale, but it does a lot of damage. It's like 33 points of damage with an attack. And it stomps into enemies, just as if it had been like a champion. So they're pretty nasty. I think they're a tier 4 unit. We can probably kill it if I'm careful with petrification. But that's also going to increase its defense. I would need a vulnerability spell if I'm going to be able to kill it. So let's take that instead of our Cure Wounds. And we'll give it a try. Erznar, you won that battle. We can just have you... Oh, explore. Actually, with the Hands Gloves of Illusion, we can give that to you. And that gives you +2 range defense now. And Bran, you won that battle. So this is a tier 2 province. So we probably want to double him back and begin exploring closer, because he'll find more easier battles in this area. And Life, you won this battle. We still don't see where he is, Lanashar. He might be down here. That would be horrifically unlucky if he is, though, for him. I think what we'll do is put a Sawmill there to start. And Life, let's explore here one round with you since you're here. To let this place grow just a tiny bit, and then we'll move you into back here. And we'll begin clearing these locations as well. Something I realized off screen as everyone is that we don't have very many locations. We've been clearing them out whenever we've been finding them. And we're doing fairly well in that regard. We've gotten a ton of cash and gems from clearing these locations as well. It's really helped out our efforts for this shard. And we want to build something. So let's build the church. I don't care about the items. I don't really care about the church too much. But it does unlock the ability, I think, for me to build the pharmacy. Which is what I need for the Alchemist Guild. Which is what I need for the crystal. So it's going to take quite a bit to build that crystal. Actually, we need to build the Herbalist Guild next for the pharmacy. The pharmacy, again, unlocks the Alchemist's Guild. And that unlocks the Crystal of Power. It's quite a bit of effort to get the crystal upgraded. We have any more spells, by the way, we can cast? That I'm interested in. And no, we do not. Alright, let's just end the turn now. Theodore Urzalar has returned from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 2% of the land in the province of Falling Stars, Whirlpool. Theo Gavin approaches a small fortress. Oh, there's 4 of things here. Long abandoned by its first hosts. Although all that remains is mostly ruins, it might be worth searching the place. There is one problem, however. Its new owners won't allow that. Their belongings will make some good spoils of war, though. Thug, Executioner, War Elephant. There's probably 2 thugs. Let's fight. So we have hills. That will be useful. But this is going to... Ooh. With all these hills, we can't effectively charge the enemy either. Let's get started. Okay. Only 16 stamina on him, but he's going to be really annoying all the same. And we actually need to start shooting him. 100 hit points! Good God! Alright. He's going to be actually extraordinarily difficult to beat. Yeah, we don't... This is an awful battle location for this. We can sleep him, though, I suppose, and deal with everything else first. So maybe we should do that. You know what? Let's do that. They're all sticking together. So you're not going to take any damage from my slug. But you will take poison damage over time. This might have been a mistake. I don't know if we can win this battle now that I'm looking at this. Alright. My spider needs to move up. No, I just moved you up here, Horseman, and I don't want you here any longer. Let me take a big hit from one of these guys. Let's move our border guard here to maybe draw the attention of one of these in his direction. Put some good damage on that executioner. You know what? Let's make our slugs attack magical. Because now he will do heavy damage to the executioner. We pull you back. And that will be good. Oodaloopsy can petrify 2 opponents. I would like to hold on to his petrification for this. Actually, this is waking up next round as well, so that's going to be a bit annoying. Because we still have to deal with the rest of his army. I think one more spit will do it for this executioner. So let's do that to start. Okay, he'll die when his turn begins, because he is poisoned for 4, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. We can web this thug. For 2 rounds, that's acceptable. Oodaloop. I think we have to pull you back a space. Because I'm going to need both my cav here to help me with these thugs. And that's all we do this turn. That was Executioner dying. We did not really get a chance to see that. Alright, I think you can kill that thug. Almost called it a slug. Does he have... So the Warfoot does not have Hill's knowledge, so that's acceptable. Let's charge this guy. And although I would love to shoot him, we need to put damage on the elephant now. Actually, I should have cast vulnerability first before I did any of that. It's too late. We'll do that later. Let's re-web this guy. And oopsie, we can now move you up again. Okay, and that will just have to be good. Okay, now we vulnerability the elephant, so he's got almost no defense. With one web ammo left, we can continue to web this thug. Let's start, or continue, pelting the war elephant. Since it has no resistance, we can now also petrify it. And he's petrified for 4 turns. The vulnerability effectively was counteracted by the petrification, but that's fine. And his morale is almost gone, which means that his damage is also extremely low. But it is, in fact, over. I think we'll let the horseman get this kill. Actually, we'll let Ulupsi kill it. Alright, that wasn't so bad in the end. I think I did that rather well. We could have probably used vulnerability a turn earlier, but we still won. Good job. What's your hit points? 25. We'll give you range defense. Horseman. Some morale. Slugworth will give you a range attack. A merchant's hat, plus 10 gold income. Word of power. This lets me take control of a unit for a turn. While exploring the province of Hedgewood Oaks, the hero Leth found some ancient ruins. Let's examine them. The hero Leth has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often an ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as may have appeared at first sight. 8 enemies. Pack Warrior, Tormentor, Tyrant. This is a null group. What are we dealing with here? Oh. Pack Warrior, Tormentor, Tyrant. 3 Tormentors. I don't know about this fight. I don't have a good feeling about this one. Remember that for gnolls, whenever they die, they create a demon in their place. So we're effectively fighting 16 units in this battle. The Tyrant becomes a demon. The Tormentors become fiends. Pack Warriors become imps. We can win, but I don't know if we can win without heavy losses here. It depends upon the layout of the map. If we have mountains, that would be really helpful here. But we're fighting in forests. I think if this was on hills, I could absolutely do this. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this where it's located. We can win, but I'm going to lose units. I don't really want to revert. We did a battle versus the Armada. I don't really want to lose that, but I don't want to pass on this experience if I think I can win. Okay, we'll do it. So what do I want to bring with me for the actual battle? What equipment? Okay, so hold on. We have silver arrows, so those go on, because those have Smite Evil. Do I want just 7 ammo on Lithe, though? I don't think I do. So we'll take the Nomad Bow also. They're all decent picks. Accurate crossbow maybe best him because of all the woods. That reduces all their ammo by half. Their armor by half. And you ignore 2 points of ammo as well. Take the accurate crossbow for this battle. And your silver arrows. And we'll try it. If we lose too many units, we will revert. So let's get started. That's a decent setup for the terrain. We can start Lithe on the only hill we've got. Okay. Let's go. We will absolutely raise that false alarm. Mass Curse will help reduce the damage we take, but realistically, once this reaches our lines, we're dead anyway. Can we sleep something? We can. Do we start by sleeping the Tyrant? I think we do. I think we do. Let me make sure he can be slept. He can be. So let's sleep him now. I'm very nervous. There's a lot of damage here. Like, the enemy has a lot of damage. A lot of it. They can very easily kill us very quickly. The good news is that there's only really 2 paths for them to take to reach us. And this side will have hills blocking them. And of course, with our terrain knowledge, we can move back and forth without too much worry. Let's see what you guys decide to do. Okay. Pretty sure we can kill this one with these 4 and 5, and maybe even weaken the fiend that shows up. But we're gonna take this hit in retaliation. Kill this guy too, with what we have here. These 3. Possibly even the imp afterwards. Let's move our herbalist down a spot. And Nameless doesn't even have to move. He can throw his spears from here. So let's start with that. .20 attack damage. Holy flipping crap. You're committed to this target, Tim. You can web this one if you need to save a unit on this side. Which we're going to need to do, I think. You do 17 damage. You won't kill it with the hit Self-Despeler. But we can if Grouch's Oppressor Snipe hits it first. So with him now defeated, Eador can probably... Actually, Eador can, I think, kill this with just an attack. Thanks to Smite Evil on her. So that leaves this Pack Warrior, who will do significant damage to one of me unless I decide to web him now. Before we decide what we're doing there, let's deal with this enemy. It's a normal gnoll. What I'm worried about here is this Pack Warrior, who will be able to move up 2 and retaliate against us. Frogzor, though, can take the hit if it comes down to it. Alternatively, we don't kill it. We move Frosgador down and hit it once. And then we web it. And then we don't have to worry about this Pack Warrior this turn. So why don't we do that? Now, I'm not going to shoot Grouchus at it. He's just going to... move 1. Now, what are we doing here? I think we web this one. Still asleep for 3 turns. Breaks out a web. Next turn. We'll be in our lines. Next turn. We still have another web with this spider, so we can web this one to stop it from reaching us. I think we're going to do that. But this is going to be a tricky movement to do that with. Because our new spider will have to take a 10 hit point hit from this gnoll when it moves up to counter him after we web this. Let's actually first deal with what we see here. Nameless. I am going to web this. I am going to web it. So let's move you up. And let's see if we can kill this guy. I'm tempted to shoot him. In fact, I think we're going to do that. I was hoping we'd kill him with Smite Evil. We need a little more movement to do so. Grouchus actually can use Force March. Move up. And kill it. So I'm going to web him. So let's move you up here, Adorkable. Oh, Lost Fremen. This is, oh, where's Adorkable? Oh, that was you, Adorkable, down there. I need to web him and not shoot him, or he'd be breaking out of that web next turn. Now this guy's waking up next turn as well. So we have this Pack Warrior, sorry, this, whatever this is, Tormentor, and the Tyrant to worry about. We can move back a space, though, so that we don't have to worry about him right away. If I shoot, he gets a little stronger. I'm going to wait with this Crosswoman and not use him this turn. Oh! I forgot about the other Knoll. Okay, you lived, but we need to pull you back now. Oh, this is super awkward. Okay, we might lose the spider in the end. It'll have to be fine. He'll be moving this turn. So if I want to deal with this guy, I can only deal with it from this side. As if I move here, he can move up and attack, and I can't stop him from doing that. Actually, we could... Well, even a headwind won't matter for him, because he'll... But that, I mean, he can still move one spot and attack us. I was hoping that would kill him. I can move Frogazor here. I can move Lost Fremen here to block, to save this spider from dying immediately. Can we defeat this Knoll this turn? You have a spear you haven't thrown, Lost Fremen. That's annoying. One, two, three, four, but you're in the way, Sif Jaspalier, and I can't get you out of the way and use you to attack on the same turn. I'm not going to kill this guy unless I focus on him right now. My thoughts were I could use Grouches to shoot and kill this guy, which makes the imp. Then we can shoot the imp with light to get it out of the way, and then run, whatchamacallit, 1, 2, 3, 4, and attack. But we'll lose Sif if we do that, because he'll have to move up here to kill this, to make the fiend. And this guy's still alive, too. Could just ignore this guy, Tim. 12 damage. A Dorkable can take that hit. Let's see how much damage we can do to him. He's in the woods, which is super awkward, but we're gonna shoot him. Let's do it. Okay, we did kill him. Now we have a fiend. Oh, Adora, if I move you here and attack him, he and this fiend and this guy will kill you. But a Dorkable will die because this fiend and he will attack a Dorkable and kill a Dorkable. So I have to make a choice as to which one of you two live right now. We kill the fiend. And we hope that we don't lose someone to this. It's bound to happen. Okay. I don't know how we're doing this without another person dying. It's going to be Grouchus that dies. I don't think I can keep him alive. Because we're going to get a demon when we kill this guy. But we have to kill him this round. Let's web him to at least ignore this guy. For a few rounds. Everyone else needs to fire on him. And we need to get around him and do as much damage as we possibly can. And I just lost my healer. If I can't... Actually, we lost someone. Someone's dying. Another person. We can't save everyone. Assuming we even kill this Gnoll this round, we have the demon to worry about. And I can't do anything about it. So let's just go ahead and shoot him to start. 11 counterattack. But I... Shield bash him. I have to... I want to kill him with my spearman. Alright, Professor Snipe died. And now we have this guy left. That's a shame. Adora was a really nice cavalry. But I knew we were going to take losses in this battle. It was just 2. We'll accept it. Quite a bit of cash as well for that fight. Very nice. +1 command is also very nice. Let's grab more offensive tactics. +1 counterattack. Frosgador, you can get some more counterattack. Nameless can get, I think, a defense. Sif Jaspler, what's your resistance? 3. Let's give you a hit point. Our new giant spider can get some morale. Offensive Rapier, this is not very useful. Supreme Dark Order Guard contract? A contract with the highest cost of priesthood of the Dark Gods is a valuable yet dangerous thing. You'd be hard-pressed to find a stronger force to protect your land with, but the population of a province with these defenders is largely doomed. -1 population growth, -1 population mood. 10 gold and 6 gem upkeep. That's not so bad, actually. I'm assuming there's some sort of special events that occur when this guard is placed, though. If we need it if we absolutely must place it, at least we have a great guard contract now. Your spies report. A local blacksmith in the province of Elder Hills has forged a splendid sword. For 5 years, he's been working on achieving perfect balance, lightweight, and crushing force. The blacksmith calls his creation the Master Sword. I don't need it, and I don't really... If we pay for it, we'll get a blacksmith's bracelet. Maybe we do want one of those? Sure, reward the blacksmith for his good work. 50 bucks. The blacksmith is touched by your compassion. He offers you the blacksmith's bracelet as a modest gift. Thank you. Take it to the treasury. Oh, we could also open up his shop, but you know what? So he's probably going to be a weapon store, which means we have shields and weapons, but we don't really need them. We have decent weapons already for our warrior. So thank you, take it to the treasury. Alright, well, the good news is that we're now earning back 107 gold because we lost a lot of units with life. So life, we're now going to move you here, right? It'll take 2 turns. At least 2 turns to get back home. So why don't we go ahead and put a outpost here. And life will head back there in order to pick up some units. We'll put some forest stores in that province. Have a guard there. Braun can begin exploring. Wait, there's some battles here? Oh, ghosts and giants. You can just explore. Gavion. We might as well give you the merchant's hat. Okay. Recovery, race skeleton. I'm not going to use race skeleton. We have another race skeleton, so we'll hold on to that one in case we get a quest to turn that in. I guess we will keep this here. We have a blacksmith bracelet now. You have no tier 3 spell slots, so I'm going to leave these behind for you, Galvian. Actually, no, we'll keep Mass Bless with you. I'm probably never going to shoot your wand with you, Galvian. But just in case we do have to have you mix it up in combat because all of your units are dead, we'll just hold on to that in case we have to do the equipment swap. And you fought and defeated an armada last turn. There's another armada here, so let's go ahead and have you fight that one as well. Urzanar. We'll keep you where you're located. Keep exploring. Braun is exploring, and you're heading back to Whirlpool. Do we want another build? We obviously want another building here. Can I afford another building here? Before we do that, can we cast auction again? Next turn. It's very expensive to me. 858 bucks. It is 3 gems per turn though, but it'll be a long time before we make up the cost of actually purchasing this, thanks to all the Arcanite it requires. I don't think we build this, but we will build the dungeon to begin reducing the corruption. One of the local lords has been defeated and is no longer an obstacle in your quest to seize this shard. While exploring the province of Hookbanks, the hero Braun found a monolith. Examine it. The hero Braun has reached a monolith covered in ancient runes. These rocks are known to collect magical energy, which can easily be converted into magic gems. But you will first have to defeat its guards. I think we still have wounded units here. There's only 5 of them. I think we can win. I think we can win. Let's try. Okay, so let's cast haste to start. And that's all we'll do. I can't believe my spearmen are getting kills against the armies we're fighting. This is a bit awkward. as I mentioned last time, I hope you guys like hearing that, that combination of spells. You know, Bran doesn't even need these spearmen. He just needs more. He just needs more bards. He has like a whole troop singing songs of how amazing he is as he kills everyone. +1 command, and I guess we'll grab the final point in Constitution. Range defense for you. Hero Urzanar did return from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 2% of the land in the province of Falling Star Whirlpool. Hero Gavian approaches a small fortress. Oh, it's the same fortress, we can pretend, as it was with the last one, and now we're in the second half of it that also has a Thug, Executioner, War Elephant. There's only 3 enemies here this time, so this should be a little easier for us. And I think I like the way I'm set up. Yeah, this is good. Let's start. Alright, so I think we do the same thing we had done last time, and we start by sleeping the War Elephant. And we're not going to wake it up. Bit awkward. I'm moving all my units incorrectly. Well, I'm moving some of my units in incorrect positions because now my other units can't get past them. Okay, what are we doing here? I can web him, and I think he'll be stuck for 2 turns. So let's try that. 2 turns, good. My slug is just in the way. That sucks. Okay. You can probably take a single hit, slug's worth, so let's move you up here. And if I move here, he can be attacked by the Thug. But I think I'll be okay with that, so we can put more damage on the Executioner. Actually, can we kill this Thug? Yes, we can. Okay, he's waking up next turn, so we can't keep either of my horsemen near. Like, if I move him here to attack this guy, War Elephant moves up and kills him. So we can't actually be so close to the Executioner. And we don't have to be anyway, because he is dying. And we can vulnerability the elephant. Okay, let's throw a spear. Oh, uh-oh, I've messed this up. I cannot actually petrify it this turn. Or can I? I don't have haste. Oh, God. Okay, well, we've just lost something then. To the elephant. I misplayed this. You should have been here. Oodaloop-see. But you're not. So there's nothing I can do about this. We just have to see who dies. $22 on the counterattack. So we're gonna lose a unit, no matter what. So this sucks. We can't web it. It's immune to webs. This is going to be really tricky now to stop this elephant from wiping out a good portion of this army now that I messed it up. I think we just have... I think we just have to stay where we're located. He'll move up here. He'll kill my horsemen. He'll move up and he'll kill one of these two. If he kills our Cav, which he can... Oh, can he do it? Actually, I don't know if he can. I think he'll survive just barely. So I'm going to leave everyone else where they are. And let's see if he kills this spearman. Okay, I didn't think he could do that because we had some more melee defense, and now this is going from bad to worse. I should have I should have magic armored. That might keep you alive, Oodaloop C. But I have a hunch he's going to kill this slug now. This is really awkward. Was this the only battle I did this turn? Because if so, no, we did the Lichman battle. That's easy to redo. I'm going to revert, everyone. This was an awful decision. Yeah, I'm really out of position. Well, actually, since we've only lost 2 units, this is acceptable. So be it. That was a horrible misplay. Lost one of my Cav. Lost a level 9 Spearman. We did win the battle. Elven Chainmail. Decent. +4 defense, +4 range defense, +1 resistance. Maybe we can give this to Bron, actually. Actually, I think we can use it with our priest if we so desire. Deputy of Reedy Swamps province informs you that a statue we don't care. These are all stupid superstitions. And Gavion, you won. Yeah, let's give you the Elven Chainmail. I'm not gonna need this shield. Well, the good news is we have more units, more spaces for other units now. The bad news is I really didn't want to lose the units I had. Let's take another horseman, pick up from the one we lost. And we lost that spearman, but we have another level 9 spearman, so we'll just go ahead and give you him as well. I do see the healer there, but we're... Oh, how expensive are you? 12 gold, 2 gem upkeep. I think we take him instead of this little herbalist. Actually, we can just get rid of her as well. We're not going to need her. Alright, Gavion. You won. That was a bit awkward, though. There's no way you're killing a dragon. And Skeletal Guardians would be a little too tricky for you. So we're not going to... Without losing more units to them. So we're done with you there. Let's begin having you come south. Lythe. As for you... You need Cav recovered, so we'll do that. We'll give you 2 of them. And you lost one of the crossbowmen. So let's give you a new crossbowman. Actually, that was a mistake. We could keep just... I did lose Grouchish. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry, Grouchish. Sorry. I knew we were gonna take losses in that battle. That's so awkward. Okay. Well. Let's see what we can do for a different unit. We should really take a tier 2 unit. Can I get another tier 2 unit here? Monks won't benefit from the increased range attack that our commander is giving my guys. We still don't have any wood. So these two are out of the question. I guess we will just take another crossbowman. Put a spearman in here to guard it. And while we're here, let's also build a storehouse. This way we can repair our gear. Help! What's going on? You want this over there, Tim, is what you want. Okay. And then... do we want to build another building? I do. So we might need to start holding on to cash, though, because we're going to be at war with Lanashar at the end of this round. We're going to be at war with him at the end of this round, and we need to. I would like to know where he's located. He's probably not down here. This would be interesting if there was a giant, like a river. That's bigger than a river, but some sort of sea or a gigantic lake in the way from our half of the shard to where Lanashar is. Actually, this guarantees he's not down here, because there's not enough space for him to have... well, I guess he could have gone south here to reach the enemy, but I doubt it. So he and the local lords slugged it out on this side. And he was powerful enough to get to and defeat the local lord, so he probably is quite a bit stronger than I was anticipating. Should be fun when we finally meet him. Let's have you fight the Battle Mage's Life. We'll do one more turn as well, everyone. We'll be playing for slightly over an hour. So Life will come here, begin exploring. Braun, you have a free unit slot. You should pick up a unit for that. Ursnard will continue to... ow! You have a tier 4 spell! Okay, let's bring you back home and fill that slot. Okay. And that's it. Sorry for the loud noise. The hero Life has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him, preparing for battle. 7 enemies. Shaman, Sorcerer, Goggle, and Witch Doctor. We can absolutely win this battle. What will be really helpful... so hold on. So we want these hills. I want this hill. Our cav, both of which are new. First off, I'm gonna feel like I can throw them away without too much trouble. But in addition to that, we can just well, in addition to that, because of that, I'll be throwing them up here to threaten the enemies and seeing if they decide to attack them. Okay. So we want to kill this guy first. Froz, you can move up. Your range is 5. We'll keep that crossbowman here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's all I need to do. We don't really need to move anyone else up. AI's thinking. There we go. Okay, let's heal our cav, who can then run up here and defeat that sorcerer. think we can kill this gargoyle with just you, Sif. Almost could kill it with just you. Going very well. Good job, guys. Easy battle. Ooh, +2 range attack on you, Lost Frem. But this also is going to bring you to level 16, which means that that's kind of a wasted pick if I'm going to level you to a veteran spearman. Let's pick it for you anyway. Adorkable, you're level 16 as well. Let's give you a range attack. Our horseman can get 2 morale. This guy can as well. Claws. Melee 2-handed weapon. First strike. Attack 7. Counterattack 5. Poison attack 2. Backstab 4. We might make Bran an assassin. It'd be thematic for him to have that. 219 bucks and 22 gems. Very nice. The time has come to start a war, Lotaeri. I'm expecting adequate resistance from you. The more soldiers perish in battle, the cleaner this shard will become. Well, Lanashar, we don't know where you're located, even though you know where I am, which makes me a little bit nervous. Hopefully he doesn't show up on our shores with a high-level hero. But we've been playing for like an hour and 20 minutes, everyone, so I think we're going to stop here as well. So let's go ahead and just wrap this up. We're going to repair our equipment. And I'm not... Well, I guess we really should keep all this gear. Yeah, we'll just keep all that. Alright, what are we doing with Lythe? Next episode. So, we could fight the lizardmen, but I think we probably should begin pushing out and figuring out where Lanashar is. Let's go south here with him. We can also build a... Oh, we already have a granary here. Let's actually upgrade this granary to a stable, which I should have done a long time ago for more income. Urzanar can repair his equipment. Actually, nope, we don't need these wooden gloves. We don't need the wizard's gloves. We don't need the banded mail. And the toga is better than your tunic. You don't benefit from anything else. You know, we won't need... Actually, we should hold on to that, Tim, because if you make him a druid, he can wear that cap. Why don't you give it to him now, actually? I don't think I want Urzanar to have Word of Power. I mean, it's a decent spell, but I want more summon spells with him. So we're not going to give him that. These two are decent for him. As a stone skin. I don't know which of these spell schools to make for you. So let's... I guess we'll just skip it at the moment, Urzanar. And we'll just give you another demon for a tier 4 spell? Sure, we'll give you another demon spell. You do not gain another spot for a unit. We could summon another demon for your army, but I'd have to get rid of the Demonologist in case we get a rank 2 demon. So we could try that. Put him here. Summon a demon and see what he gets. So let's do that. After the ritual is performed, a hellhound ready to serve its new master appears in the outlined pentagram. Level 12 demon. Nice. Okay. Actually, we could leave that behind for Galvian if he returns here. And we could keep the Demonologist. Actually, no, we'll just keep him there in the castle. And Urzanar, I guess since you're back here, we can have you just explore. And Braun can repair his equipment. Don't want dash. Ooh, actually, we have another summon Naiad. We'll just hold on to this one. We have another summon Naiad, don't we? No, we don't. Okay. I guess we can have you hold on to the Fencer's Rapier. And as for life, he can take more silver arrows with him. And who's getting this skillful ambassador's ribbon, Tim? Do you have a hero who doesn't have a slot filled? No one has room for that at the moment, unless it's going to be Urzanar. No, I want him having that morale. Same thing with Bran at the moment, so we'll just hold on to this. Actually, where are you, Urzanar, again? When you do level... Well, when you level up, you can wear this. I guess we will have you hold on to that. Oh, you know what we could do? We could build the Journeyman Tailor to gain access to light boots. That would be the only thing I'm really... No, let's hold on to our money instead. And can we cast... We can't cast an auction team. We cast a summon demon. Alright, I think that's it then, everyone. Oh, except for Bran. Bran, what are we doing with you? You know what? Why don't you explore here? And Urzanar can come down here to explore. Alright, everyone. And that will do it for us. So thank you guys for watching. When we come back, we will probably continue pushing in this direction and seeing if we can figure out how to reach Lanashar. Again, I'd rather be the one to find him than the other way around. We can maybe find a nice choke point spot where we can leave a powerful army to delay his arrival in my own provinces if it comes right down to it. But overall, not bad. Urzanar gained a level, Bran gained 2 levels, Life gained 1, and Galvian did not gain any. We had some fun battles, we lost some people, but overall, I think it was another successful few turns. So, I'll be back now to read comments on the next video. Give me a few seconds, everyone. Awkward cut time. I just got done hiking outside, and it was great, nice, very, very windy, very cool winter day, about 43 degrees. Had a blast, and I kept thinking about Eador Genesis while I was out walking. And when I got home, which I just did 5 minutes ago, I suddenly realized I'm still in the mood to play. So why not make this episode a little longer than it normally would be? Let's fit in another hour of this. So it'll be 2.5 hours of Eador Genesis, and then we'll read the comments on the next, on that last video. So, yeah, let's keep going. So, what was I doing? Because I just left and went out hiking 3 hours ago. Alright, so... Lythe! Right! I wanted to head down here and defeat the barbarians, because I would like to figure out where Lanashar is. So let's go down there and do that battle. And we put 2 new horsemen in his army, and a new crossbowman. Gavion needs to begin exploring here, so that this way the toxic quagmire can grow a little more. We're going to need more gems from this province in the future. Urzanar. I'm not sure where to put you, so I'm going to hold you here for a moment. And Bran can explore Ritual. Now, Urzanar. By the way, how expensive is this to maintain? Only 3 gems for a Hellhound. All right, that's very nice. Oh, you know what? What else just occurred to me? It just occurred to me. Hold on, I think my book. Dennis Mayak wanted to be a scholar or a mage type unit. And while we don't have a mage or a scholar, we do have that Demonologist. So I think we will take him in this army after all. And Dennis, we can't quite fit your entire name, so there you go. Dennis Mayak, welcome aboard, sir. Well, I'll try to keep you alive throughout this, the remaining parts of the shard. I can't, no promises though. No promises though. I'm also going to put a spearman here. All right, so. Oh, and why I do that? I did that because my intention is to come back and take that Hellhound, so I'm wasting gold apparently now. All right, we should build buildings. I think I already built. All right, we already built a building here, and we cast that summon demon spell, which was a waste. We shouldn't have done that right away because I'm apparently not going to use that demon right away. We'll come back for it. It'll be put to good use in Gavian's army when he gets another point of command, assuming that he'll gain another point of command. In the meantime, though, I think we'll keep working towards the Crystal of Power. So we need to unlock the pharmacy, and that requires the Herbalist's Guild. So let's go ahead and do that next. We'll gain 1 more gold per swamp province, and we can find hidden deposits in swamp provinces, and we can build a berry farm as well. But I generally prefer gems to gold in my swamp provinces, so I'm not going to make... Actually, 1 here would make sense, because we would lose 1 gem income to get 8 gold income. Oh, wait, hold on, hello? And we all... Does that reveal hidden provinces? Oh, it does! Oh, hey! We have some sort of hidden resource here, and another one here. What's in the swamps again? I think it's Mandrake Root and Arcanite, right? I think it is Arcanite. Why don't we go ahead and send Urzanar, then, instead of to these provinces, he'll go to this swamp and try to figure out what that is. All right. Let's end the turn. Leolith has entered the province of Hilly Sideland. The barbarians who claim these lands to be theirs by right are setting an armed party to intercept. 11 enemies. Barbarian, Berserker, and a Shaman. No Behemoth. This should be doable for his army. Let's attack. Alright. So I want my crossbowmen on the hills. Probably going to do something like this. Okay. The plan will be to move... Who is this? Lost Fremen? Oh, I forgot to level, upgrade Lost Fremen, so we'll... I can't do it now. So Lost Fremen will move up to this hill. We can move, probably, Lythe here and fire on something to do significant damage to it. Oh! What am I using? I'm using the Nomad Bow. Okay, it's too late, Tim, to switch to your Centaur Bow now. Lythe can move here and probably shoot and kill something or severely injure it. Frostgazor can move up 1. This horseman can move here. The spider takes the hill. And this force moves slowly up in this direction. This is where the major part of the battle is going to take place. Right here. Alright, and we will raise that false alarm. We'll make this money back, assuming we win. Oh, we don't even need to move you up, Lythe. So maybe we shouldn't even bother with that. I do wish we had a Centaur Bow, though. We could have maybe have even one-hit killed this. If I'm not, you gotta be careful. If you're not moving him up, then you gotta move your units a bit more carefully. So let's move Lost Fremen here. Frosgador moves here. My healer moves in this direction to free up space for this cav. Let's see. Snipe, let's injure one of these berserkers. And I think now we can kill that one with life. And only one more berserker left. This is still going to be tricky. But one of their big DPS units is gone. Seth, you have... So sorry. Wow, Seth. Sif Jespalier, you've got 4 defense and 4 more parry for 8 block. It'll be 7 block if I move you down a spot. I think I'll do that, though. Nameless. Move you up here. Our healer moves down 1. Adorkable moves up. And I think that will be good. Let's also shoot with our new crossbowmen. And end our turn. Delicious. It's because it was a nice cold... I don't want to call it cold outside, because the sun was out occasionally, but it was a gray, windy, dreary day. But sometimes the sun would creep out. So I made... some wassail before I went out there, so I have some I have some nice hot drink here, and it's delicious. You're gonna hear me sipping on it the entire time. Alright, I think we probably want a mass curse at this point. So let's cast it. And thanks to how this gentleman moved, he will not be a threat this turn, assuming I don't run up to begin attacking this barbarian. We can kill this guy. We can charge and kill this one. This one can't reach us. So the question is, do I want you to stay here, Lost Fremen? Or do I want Frosgador to move here? I think I want Frosgador to move there. So I'm going to pull you back. Frosgador moves up. I kind of want to shift my army a bit. Like this. I'm not going to be able to kill him, and he's going to do an 11 hit on you, Frosgador. It's going to be the second hit, so you're going to take quite a bit of damage. But I think you'll survive. You know, I'm not going to shoot him. We'll just let him move up and attack. We'll shoot this guy instead. Oh, crap! I forgot Nameless has +1 range, so we can kill that barbarian. And the Dorkable can move over here. And that's it. That was interesting. They decided not to... actually attack. They decided to throw axes instead. I mean, I'm glad. So I think we can just kill this guy. No, you can't just kill him, apparently, Tim. Well, we can. But it will take another attack to do so. Good job with Dorkable. I think I can kill both of these this turn. can charge him with this horseman. Shoot this one. Charge him with this guy. Move my spider up one. Move my healer up here. And it's over. Let's use Force March to move you here and get a kill. Move you up and heal. Spider kills someone, and who wants this last kill? I guess we can give it to one of my calves. Good work, guys. Piece of cake. 228 bucks for the battle. 5 gems. Professor Snipe. What's your resistance? 2. Give you range defense. Our new crossbowman can get some morale. Our horseman can get an attack. This horseman can get a resistance. While exploring the province of Ritual, the hero Bran found something unusual. Old sewers. Let's examine it. The hero Bran has reached an entrance to some old and abandoned sewers that are even flooded in some places. It is so dilapidated that even ratmen don't want to live here. Something does, however, judging by the sounds that echo through the tunnels. Out of the darkness, the local residents reveal themselves. A basilisk, a swamp dragonfly, and a giant slug. Bran's like, the enemy will shut me apart. Nonsense, Bran. Your equipment will see the day. Let's do this. And you will take some hits, of course, but you'll survive. Okay, so let's start with the Forced March to move you a space and then use a haste. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Can we... I think we can I kill him? We can't kill it in one hit. We can't kill it in one hit. Let's move you up one more space and use a magic armor. We kill Swamp Dragonfly. Okay, and this is acceptable. Let's get hitting the basilisk. Throw a spear there. Let's use Force March again and move him over here and kill this. Ooh, okay. That has the hill, which I did not want to see. Now I need to move everyone else back. That's a shame. I wanted to heal some of the poison that he had taken the damage, but it'll be okay. Alright, piece of cake. 51 bucks, 1 gem for the battle. Give you a hit point, give you a range defense, give you a stamina. Seer Flame, 1 firing 2, energy control 2. 261 bucks, 18 gems. It's not bad. I can't think of anyone that would give it to at the moment, though. If we do find a... Oh, actually, hold on, no. If we give this to Gavian, he gets +3 more range attack. We'll have to consider that. Speaking of Gavian, he returned from his trip. He didn't find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 6% of the land in the province of Toxic Quagmire. First time you begin exploring there. Bron, you repair this equipment. We put this behind. You did not level. How are your units? Units are in good shape. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep exploring Ritual. Congratulations, Life, on taking the hilly sideland. We'll build a granary there. We'll put some guards here. And now what do we do with you, Life? There was a free settlement here. We could just march into that and maybe purchase it. Oh, there's one down here too. Let's take this one if we can. Gavin, you're exploring. Urzanar, exploring. We built a building. We placed guards. $723. I don't know. We're going to want money to build outposts, and since we don't have any wood, that's going to be very expensive. I think we hold on to the cash at this moment. If we can find Arcanite, that would be really handy for us. We can probably get away with building a few more buildings after we find it. Alright, let's just end the turn then. Theolife has entered the province of Byplace. A band of local militia is advancing his direction. 15 enemies. Militiaman, veteran slinger, spearman, veteran spearman, bowman, sentinel, swordsman, crossbowman, border sentinel. It's a tough group. Might be worth purchasing this place rather than fighting for it. Let's see how expensive it is. If it's like 360, we can purchase it. The militia leader addresses the hero. Well, you know, we don't want no war. If you and our mayor come to terms, we make an oath to your lord, I tell ya, all fine and good as it should be. But, you know, our mayor, he's a real miser, who'll want no less than 360 gold coins in this here contract. That's fine. We'll pay that. Might as well pay. Here's your gold. While exploring the province of Ritual, Brand found a silver mine. Examine it. Leo Brand has found an old silver mine, but it already belongs to someone, judging by the knocking noises of pickaxes coming from inside and the unfriendly guards at the entrance. 6 enemies, Night Shadows and a Dark Priestess. Probably 5 Night Shadows and 1 Dark Priestess. We can win. I think his army's dying, but he can win, so we're going to do this. Oh man, this is going to be tough to keep my army alive. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? I don't know if I really want to use I guess we should use Force March. So Force March, move up a space, cast, haste. Use inspiration. If I move you into these woods, you're still gonna get pelted, little herbalist, so let's move you away. And that will do. Ooh, you're going to take a lot of damage. We need my infantry to move up to take some of these hits. Uh-oh. Good. Good. Okay. As long as we can keep killing one of them a turn, we can recover 5 life thanks to lifesteal. Okay, let's move you away now and heal. Move you up to take those hits, and we can kill her. Stop with all the freaking arrows! Okay, and it is over, and we kept my actual units alive as well. Good job, Bran. Good job. +1 magic. Let's keep taking athletics. We're going to keep taking athletics. So, +1 more initiative and recuperation +3. So he recovers 3 more stamina points whenever he rests. We'll give you a healing medal. garbage. A dagger in the mine. 125 gold and 13 gems. While exploring the province of Reedy Swamps, the hero Urzanar found an abandoned temple. Examine it. While searching for treasures, the hero Urzanar has approached an ancient temple. This old shrine only seemed abandoned from afar. Its guards have noticed the uninvited guests and are preparing for battle. 5 enemies. Imps, spawns, and demonologists. This will be a piece of cake. Yeah, let's decimate them. This is good. Oh, God! What the heck? He's starting really close to us. Well, let's just kill him then. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Move you up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we start killing them. Now, it is a tier 3 spell. It is a tier 3 spell. So, how to phrase this? Most of the time, when we've been playing this game so far, everyone, we haven't really been using higher tier spells. We don't tend to get them before we're done with the shard. And when we do, we don't put them to good use because, well, there's only a few battles left, or it tends to be the case. This is one of the first times where we've been able to use this spell pretty early to help us out, and we haven't won the, like, we're not, Urzanar's not leading the charge against the enemies, and we're able to utilize this spell because we found it early. So as such, we're seeing the power of a tier 3 spell put to good use. Especially because we've built Urzanar for it, and Urzanar, I believe, has leveled up. Hey! The Wizard Urzanar has reached level 10. It's time to determine his future. Okay, so I said I wanted him to be a druid. A wizard who masters the secrets of scouting becomes a druid, able to summon powerful creatures and use wands efficiently. Druid spells consume less gems. That will be useful to help our summon spells out. Unfortunately, he's getting Archery 1, which is not very useful for him, but I do want him to be the druid, so let's choose this. A sleep spell, another sleep spell, and a summon wolf spell. That would actually be useful for him. 200 bucks and 16 gems. While exploring the province of Toxic Quagmire, Gavion found a monolith. Let's examine it. The hero Gavion has reached a monolith covered with ancient runes. These rocks are known to collect magic energy, which could be easily converted into magic gems. But before you can use this monolith, you'll have to defeat its guards. 9 enemies, imps, spawns, fiends, and hellhounds. Yeah, Gavion can win this battle. Alright. Oh, I forgot I purchased the healer for you, Gavion. Okay. I think this is acceptable. We'll just start... Actually, let's... well, I think both Udalupsi and Slugsworth both have Swamp Mastery, so we should get them into swamps as soon as possible to help them out. I think they gained defense and resistance while they're in it. Standing in the swamp increases its resistance by level -1, so 1 point of resistance for Udalupsi, and 3 points of resistance for Slugsworth. Let's start. Okay, and let's think. They can't really reach any of us this turn. Let's give her... I'm not sure we should get the armor. We can't effectively sleep them. Oh, we could sleep one of the fiends, I guess. I don't think we have to, though. What's their defense versus their resistance? So it's probably best that we leave our monsters with their standard attacks and not resistance. We're not going to use Enchanted Fang. I do want to magic armor something. Let's magic armor Udalupsi. And he can go 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put you here, Oodaloop. And Slugworth, you can't actually shoot anything this turn. Let's pull back my Cav. Sure. We'll attack him. Ooh, that was a good sling stone. I don't think I need the web yet. I'm going to take the armor away from one of these fiends. Let's take away from this one. Okay, so Oodaloopsy, let's move you into the swamp, and you can kill the Hellhound. We can probably kill this with the spit. We can begin working on the fiend. And can we kill the fiend? I think we can with this attack. That imp can probably be killed by our Spearwind, yep, and our boar. We can probably kill this with multiple attacks. Actually, its resistance is nothing at the moment. We'll go ahead and Mutant Fang on our spider, and he can move up and attack it. We can kill it. Move you up, get ready to heal one of them. Move you 1, 2, and we're done. Oh, your range is 2. Okay. It'll be fine. So let's move you up here and heal our spider. Good job, guys. And that will level Gavian. +1 magic. Magic power +2. Sorry, not +2, +1. But we want that. Let's take it. Our herbalist has leveled up. Let's give her a resistance. I don't really need either of these for you, Pins, but we'll give you, I guess, a point of defense. This horseman could use more morale. 1 defense or 2 stamina, Oodaloop. Let's give you a defense. A Paladin's Cloak. That's another piece of the set for Braun. And a Warp spell, which lets you, I think, move demons? Instantly transports the unit to a specified vacant tile. Only affects the caster. The hero using this spell will be immobilized. Okay, so it's basically a I want to get out of here right now because I'm about to die spell. Interesting. I don't think I've seen Warp before. Good treasure from that battle as well. The adventurer known as the Skald has found an ancient crypt in the province of Karlmi's grounds. He is asking you to help him with the gear he needs to explore what he has found. He promises to hand over half whatever spoils he finds in your treasury. We have plenty of money and gems for this. Yeah, let him alone as long as he pays. The Skald explores the ancient crypt and finds much gold and many valuable items. He hands over the promised half of the trophies to your treasury. Very well, then. I'll think about it. Messengers from the province of Byplace are asking you to build them an altar to worship an ancient deity very important to them. I did this once, and it ended up being an altar that they sacrificed babies on. So I can't waste my resources on these foolish things. Alright, what do we get from the gentleman who did the thing? You know what I'm talking about. Let's first off fill that round shield. Khan's Blade. +5 attack, +3 counterattack, +4 damage weapon. It's not a bad weapon, but we're going to be using our claws in the future for brawn, so I don't really think we need it. Okay, so Gavian. It's a level 2 spell slot you earned, not a level 3 one. Okay, that sucks. I really want a level 3 spell slot. Alright, so Braun, where are you? You're not currently using a cloak, so you could get this, but this means you have to come down here, because I don't want to move Gavian out of here. Wow. Gavion? Gavian. I guess, Gavian, you can use it at the moment. We just get rid of this piece of garbage. We're going to want that level 2 slot filled. What spells we have back at home? Crystal Shield is nice. It's an AoE spell that affects our army. I'm sorry, a chunk of it. And Bird is nice to affect the enemies, but this would be what I take with him. Urzanar, you can keep exploring out there, but now you can wear this hat. We don't need this one any longer. And you can... what do I give you? The Sorcerer's Toga is arguably better for you if you're never being attacked. So we'll keep you having the Sorcerer's Toga at this moment. I really want to see what this resource is here. The same with this one. So we're going to keep both of them there and keep exploring. And Braun, you have to keep exploring at home. I guess we can repair your... Actually, we can just sell this dagger. Repair your equipment. How is your army doing? Army's okay. Your spells... You get another tier 1. Let's give you another haste. I forgot to cast rituals last turn. Let's not make that same mistake this time. So let's see about... I think we probably can cast an auction spell this turn. We can. Let's do so. We get 160 gold. Not bad. Since we took this province, let's go ahead and build a sawmill there. Barbarian tribes, free settlement, Orcish tribes. What's a pack of ratmen are here? That's probably a difficult battle. But maybe we do it anyway. Or we keep marching west to find our foe. Lots of packs of ratmen all over the place. Let's see how tough one of these battles is with you, Life. You'll move over here and fight those barbarians. At home, we just acquired a bunch of money, so right from those battles, so let's go ahead and build the pharmacy. By the way, this will give me a chance to see what happens to our castle. So we're earning 86 gold per turn at this moment. So if we build the pharmacy, we should gain an extra 5. And we did. Okay, yep, so it does work that way. So you guys were right about the foundry and the iron, for example. And now we just need... Now we can build the Alchemist Guild, though I would like to fight Arcanite first to reduce the cost of that. Let's end the turn. For your life has entered the province of Forbidden Shore. The barbarians who claim these lands to be theirs by right are singing an armed party to intercept. 8 enemies this time. So, was that 2 or 3 less? So probably an easier battle. Although, we're coming from the forest, and we're not on hills this time around. This is a plains. So it might actually be deceptively tough, because our armies will slam into each other right in the center part of the battlefield. Oh, but I like this. We have some nice choke points on our side of the battlefield. Sif, I'm going to put you up here. Okay. let's start like this. And we'll obviously raise that false alarm to delay them. We don't need to use Force March this first turn. Okay. Do I begin killing the only berserker on their field of battle? I think we do. Okay. Okay, how do I want to do this? So I think Nameless can move down here. We can throw a spear. Lost Fragment can move up here and do the same. And we can kill this guy with a crossbow bolt. Dorkable, you're kind of out of position. We'll move you up here, but first we're going to move this Cav. And I think we'll... kill this one. Froz, we can move you up. I can probably kill this guy with my crossbowmen and then an attack from Sif. We can kill one of these two with my Cav. My spider moves up. We do 16 damage. It's not enough to kill one of these guys. Why don't we use Mass Curse instead, then? Or Web. They can both attack this guy. They probably will. So let's Web one of these two. Okay, this horseman can kill. This horseman can kill that shaman. A Dorkable, we can use a Force March with you. Well done, guys. Should have healed with my hero, our horseman, first, though. The hero Bron has returned from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 3% of the land in the province of Ritual. Basically, same thing for Reedy Swamps. While exploring the province of Toxic Quagmire, Gavian found a mystical tower. Oh, this is too tough. This is a Scion. I recognize this type of tower. The hero Gavian approaches a mysterious tower, capital H there too. Rumors speak of a powerful magician who dwells within. If this is true, plundering this tower will be quite a challenge. 9 enemies, Scions, and Phantoms. I've never done this battle, and I'm nervous to try it here too. So I'm going to just retreat, and I can always look this up on Aidrepedia later. Okay. We have found the enemy. Here he is. And he's got a decently strong guard available to him as well. Forsaken Lands. So this was where the local lord was located. If I see Forsaken Lands here. So because we took this province, This means that the AI is going to be coming down here with his heroes to investigate what's going on. So... Let's start by putting some guards here. He has stronger guards than me if he has access to... I think that's the cavalry guard? No. That's not the light infantry guard. Is that the mercenaries guard? It's the mercenaries guard he has. I forget what the mercenary guards consist of. Okay, well, let's go ahead and build our own Mercenaries Guild. A party of mercenaries is a force to be reckoned with. They are decent defenders, but charge a hefty sum for their services. So, let's put them here as well. And we'll put a pub here. Medusas. We can probably win that fight, assuming it's not like 6 Medusas. So we'll do that and keep life there another round. Gavin can keep exploring. Bran can keep exploring. Urznar can keep exploring. And do we have any more rituals we want to cast? I think we're good at the moment. Let's go ahead and end the turn. The province of Rain Coast has been invaded. A party by the ruler of Lanashar, headed by the hero Denethar. 12 enemies. Tactician, zombie, thief, slinger, brigand, assassin, horse archer, and a sorcerer. They do have a boat, and they have made a beachhead over here. I'll destroy them. Yep, I want to lead this army. Okay, so good for him. This suddenly got a lot more interesting. I don't know if we'll be able to repulse him from this. Thankfully, we have other heroes over here, so we'll be able to do something about this. But if he can attack me here, we'll want to be able to stop this from happening in the future. Like, we're going to want to build our own dock and get across the ocean. Let's go. Blast spell. Oof, that was a pretty rough first turn, and they all went into the woods also, which makes it difficult for me to retaliate with my archers. I would love to kill one of these sorcerers of his. Let's look at his army as well. So not very strong, only level 1s. He's lost his army once before. And level 14 hero. So good, not hyper leveled. I think I will force march with this guy. Oof, it's gonna be difficult to kill that thief. Oof, not doing any significant damage to these guys. Look at that range defense. Good for them. Oof, terrible. Oh, this is going really badly. If we can kill at least one of his units, that would be good to slow him down a bit. Maybe we can surround and kill this guy. This is horrible. Nice, nice. At least we killed 2 of them. We've lost the battle, but we killed both the sorcerers. Which is acceptable. The province of Raincoast has been conquered by the enemy. Too bad. While exploring the province of Ritual, the hero Bron found the bandit horde. Let's examine it. 5 enemies, Blissman, Slinger, and Brigand. We can beat this. Let's do it. So we should use a forced march. Move here. Use a haste. And it's over. This battle was a piece of cake. Good job, Bran. We'll give you a stamina. Garbage. Urzanar explored 3% more. And Gavin explored 5% more. 3 Medusas. Leith slices the enemies are with trouble, but I disagree. They are with trouble. Let's go ahead and attack them. We're here. No one else is even remotely close to us, and Leith can handle 3 Medusas, so we'll go ahead and do this battle. Where's that false alarm? What's your range? 5 range? My range is 6, so let's move up 1. It was a battle like this one that cost us Vipera a long time ago. Don't think I've forgotten that. No one else moves up. We keep everyone... What? Yeah, we keep everyone else where they are. Ooh. Okay, if I want to keep you alive, Nameless, I need to kill this turn. Which we can totally do. Force march you back. Move 1, move you here. Heal. Throw a spear. Throw a spear. Sif can kill this one. We can heal here. Shoot her. Run her down. Your life gives enough experience to achieve level 18. And we can get another range attack for our whole army. So I think we're going to do that. +1 command. Give you a healing, little guy. Horseman. 2 stamina. Gloves of Illusion. We already have that on someone. And a veteran's helmet. 5 hit points, 2 stamina. A wandering magician who has come to the province of Falling Stars Whirlpool states that he knows a secret ritual to bring golden rain. He is ready to perform the ritual if you provide him with the required ingredients. No, I don't need it. A traveling magician has come to your castle from the province of Quiet Plains. He can claim he can summon a genie. If you agree, the ritual will cost 500 coins and 50 gems some other time. Now that Lanashar is at our doorstep, we need to deal with him. So let's do that. Here, we're going to get rid of our light infantry guard. We know this is not strong enough to beat him. And let's summon, instead, some mercs here. Or rather, put some mercs here. Gavian, you leveled, right? You did. You did not get a point of command. We're going to move you in here, and you're going to fight his tactician. Hopefully you can win that battle. Urzanar will come over here to support, and I guess we're going to use Fair Wind. to speed him up. Lythe, you gained a point of command and have 2 more slots, so we need you to gain more troops. You can also wear this helmet, so let's give you that instead of your ranger's cap. We can just, I guess, hold on to these. Oh, actually, you know what? I prefer the Gloves of Illusion over your riveted gloves for +1 more resistance. Let's do that. And we can move you. So I want to have you move into these lands, Lythe. Actually, no. Let's have you come back home, and you'll pick up, or rather here, and you'll pick up some more units. And we'll end the session after the next turn. We'll have a battle here if we can. He's very close to our capital, so we're going to want him to not kill us there. He'll probably, I would imagine he's going to build a fort here. Is that what this is called? An outpost. An outpost here, and resupply his troops. Let's see if we can stop him before he does that. We haven't built anything at home. But we're not going to. We're going to hold on to our cash. Eador Genesis has entered the province of Rain Coast. These lands belong to the ruler Lanashar. The local guards attempt to retreat without a fight. So he put some adventurers here, and they are fleeing. We'll let them leave. Eador Genesis has entered the province of Rain Coast. These lands belong to the ruler Lanashar. The enemy hero Denethar blocks your party's way. 8 enemies. Tactician, zombie, slinger, brigand, assassin, horse archer. He did not gain any new units. Let's attack. He did build a dock for us. Thank you. Thank you. We'll put that to good use. He's going first. He's going first. All right, let's just get started. This is exciting. I'm glad to... Oh my goodness. To have a decent enemy for us to fight. I'm good. These guys, they can ignore all the terrain in their way. That's good to know. 3 resistance. We can sleep him for 1 turn. So I'm going to move my hero down, move back here with my crossbowman in order to heal him. And he will die the turn after next. I can't really reach any of their other units. Actually, we'll just kill him now. And I think we're going to sleep that guy. He's a bit annoying and can reach out and hit us at a surprising range. Undead will be immune to poison, but we still do decent range damage to them. I don't want to wake him up. Let's... Oh, both these guys are waking up this turn. Let's armor our horse. And that will be good. I always forget he has a ranged attack. waking up next turn. Let's web him. Begin threatening his champion. It's gonna take a long time to get up there at this rate. That's good. Oh, what? He knows how to raise ghouls. Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I think, though, we can kill this before it really gives us any grief. This is waking up this turn, so I need to attack him. Or I need to or I could petrify him, I suppose. But I think we can kill him easily enough. I need to kill this guy this turn, too. Didn't do it. We didn't kill him. Let's web him then. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this is over. Stop shooting my crossbow guy, please. The rest of you too. You're exhausted. You're exhausted. And now he is out of stamina. This is now over. Alright, not bad. Our priest was stronger than his tactician. I'm curious if this was his strongest hero. Because he led the attack with it. Good work, guys. Oh, he is a merc. This will decrease his upkeep by 25%. That's, what is that? $6. And maybe a gem. Or we can give him more morale. Let's lower his upkeep. Give you a range attack. A defense. 2 hit points or 1 counterattack. Let's give you a counterattack. Our spider can get a hit point. While exploring the province of Ritual, Brown found another silver mine. Let's examine it. Ooh. The hero brand is Hero brand has found an old silver mine, but it already belongs to someone. Judging by the knocking noises of pickaxes coming from inside the unfriendly guards at the entrance. 3 enemies, dwarf and springled. So that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Bran needs to run up to them and hopefully kill them quickly. I think he can win. I think we might want to use the dwarven shield here. Yeah, I think we want. I think we're going to need that. Well, we won't get any hit points back for killing the springled, and we need to get to the springled first. We'll use this to start. All right, let's do it. I thought there were 7 enemies at first, but there's only 3. I think we can win. Oh, man. 7 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God. Okay, so we don't want to lose my little bard immediately, so he's moving over here. And we're going to start with a haste spell. 1, I'm so sorry, Spearman. One, two, and we'll cast a magic armor. Okay, it is over. We'll go ahead and put back on your Chris now. It's gonna be so difficult to win this fight up here against a single dwarf. I don't really want to even swing at this dwarf, but we kind of need his stamina to go down. Okay, it's over. Good job, Spearman. 96 gold, +1 health, and we'll take Athletics 3 for +1 more initiative and +1 speed. He himself gained +1 health. Our bard can get a defense. Spearman can get a resistance. Give you a stamina medal, sure. You can also probably get a resistance. 85 bucks. A large trade caravan is asking for permission to cross the province of Carmely's grounds. The traders are willing to pay you a tax of 50 gold coins. I'll let them pass. All right, we took this back from him. And we can see that he... Okay, so this is how he saw us. He must have had a guard or a building over here that let him... Oh, you know what probably was? He built... So I guess that when you build one of these docks... It must give you sight to see if there's anything on the other side of it, because now we do. We didn't before. All right, well, I'm sorry about this, Raincoast, but because they can attack me here, I need to put the slugs here, I think. I don't really want to put the slugs here, though. Nothing else is going to be good either, Tim. I guess we could put guards here. So the problem with the slugs is that we know Lanashar has undead. We've seen he summoned ghouls, he summons zombies, and slugs do not do so well against like skeletal enemies. They do okay against zombies and ghouls because they can at least damage them with their ranged attacks, but they're also immune to poison. So this is not going to be so useful after all, so maybe we don't bother placing this. But we want a guard here, so I guess we'll put back the light infantry. It did decently well against that enemy army. And Gavion, you won the battle. You didn't lose anyone, which is fantastic. I guess we'll put a library here. Oh, wait. We could put an outpost here in order to stop him from being able to just come over here and launch an attack. Oh no, let's go ahead and put a library. This way Gavion can learn another spell. And it's unfortunate, Gavion. We're putting... I really want you to have a tier 3 spell, but we don't have it. So, what's here? A tailor store. Alright, you're just going to explore here then, Gavion. And I guess we'll give you another web? Or magic weapon would be good for one of my crossbowmen. Burn ammo could also be good. Let's take burn ammo. It goes up with spell power? Yes, okay. We'll take a burn ammo. Since we know that since we know the Leshar at least has a tactician. Urzanar, there was no reason for us to rush you over here in the end. So you'll go here and begin exploring. Braun, we can repair your that was dumb. Just want to vendor that first. And you'll keep exploring. Ritual. We also should have given you this some time ago. So here's a blacksmith's bracelet. We're not going to need those light boots. We should give you some gloves. So let's give you riveted gloves. We should probably give you a cloak. We don't really have good cloaks. Can we build better cloaks? Actually, it might be a good, decent cloak at the tailor store. So we won't build that shop yet. Let's buy you a standard cloak. And I guess we'll get you a single copper ring. You level, but you gain health. All right, you'll just explore there. Life, you are here to pick up units. So I want you to get another spider, but that's too far away, so we're not going to do that. I guess I can give you another crossbowman. God, they're expensive. But let's do it. And you don't have a bard on your side of the battlefield, or a mule. A mule could also be useful. Both of those could be useful. A mule or a bard. Let's take a bard to start. How much money am I making per turn? 77? Okay. And what do we do with life? We could send him down here, begin clearing some of these lower provinces, and try to find another way around to Lanashar. Rather than brute forcing through this area. We could have our other heroes do that. But it might be good to have him around in case the enemy does have a better hero. Thankfully, we do have a lot of mobility with Lythe. He has 3 points in the terrain mastery. And he is a ringleader for that +1 more mobility. We're probably going to want to give him more, or actually give him logistics when we see it now, to increase eventually his mobility +1 more. I guess we'll keep him here at this moment. Yeah, Life, I guess we'll keep you here. I guess we'll queue you for some lizardmen. And did we cast a ritual? We did not, so let's go ahead and cast that Harvest Festival. Oh, auction's also ready. Let's cast auction first. So, does it matter where we cast it? Let's try casting it here really quick. 110 gold. 50 gold less than the last time we did it, so it probably does matter. Alright, but this seems like a good spot to end. We stuck in another hour of gaming. We actually met Lanashar as well. And we blunted his initial assault on our lands. How about it? Because I think when I was about to end the video, I was talking about Lanashar possibly landing on our coast. Because it was the only other spot I could think of that he had seen us where we weren't able to see him. And that was indeed the case. We're probably going to want to aim for a shipbuilders guild. God, look how expensive it is. Because we don't have any wood. Oh, it's so painful. But it looks like there might be wood here at the Xantar Wood. So we'll probably want to go there and explore. You know, I'm not sure what to do with Life. I'm really not sure what to do with him. We could send him here and send him over to do battles in one of these two locations. The enemy's probably going to withdraw from this. Well, they'll probably replace these rangers with something stronger than what we walk over there. Light's army, though, and he himself is scary enough that they might just run away. He's got a pretty respectable army. Okay, well, I'm babbling. So let's stop here. And now, well, not now, but I will be back to read the comments on the next video. Next. Alright, guys. let's go ahead and start reading the comments on part 198. Lost Fremen, 5 hours ago, has said, "Alright, Tim, naming Viper's squire to Adora is just the cutest." I thought it was a nice touch, too. I don't want to name, like, another unit after you again during the game, because I think it's more impactful, as I mentioned before, if I don't do that, because I'm more worried about losing you, and it's more of a solemn circumstance when you die eventually in combat, which is going to happen to all of us as we get through this, right? I lost Tim as the first unit on this shard. That Slinger died right away. But I'm all for trying to make puns for maybe a unit that will avenge you, or if you're a spellcaster, read up on your research and then follow in your footsteps or something of that sort. So you can expect me to do that in the future as well. Lost Fremen continues with, other units have also gotten some very fun names. Oh, thank you. I've been, as maybe you guys have seen, I've been naming some of my units. So here's Thorn, Pelt, pelting people with rocks. I didn't name the Mocker. I don't know what to name the Mocker. Alright, so we're not going to. That's all there is to it. We put Dennis Mayak in. I have Pins and Needles as the two crosswomen over here for Gavian. I really like naming most of these units if I can. I think it's more impactful because, number one, it gets me used to naming units. Because, like, I forgot to name Dennis after our Demonologist for quite some time. So I want to make a habit of remembering your guys' names and the units you guys want to be as soon as I feel a unit should be present in our armies and can survive at least a few battles. Which is to say, not level zeros. And of course, it's also helpful because I can remember who has, like, medals. I think it's Pins has two medals and Needles has one. Yep, for Gavian's forces, for example. So I like it after I've been naming the units after viewers and or come up with my own names. So you can probably expect similar themes going forward, and I'll be reusing the names for quite a few of our units. Lost Fremen continues, since Redwood just became more expensive through that event, you should get rid of that Demonologist and change some province guards around to save up money. You know, I don't tend to swap out the guards once I place them. They're not... I mean, it would matter in the end, I think, right? Light infantry is how much? 5 or 7? I think it's 7. Oh, 5. It's 5 gold for light infantry, and it's 12 gold for the border guards. And we have, I think, 3? 2? 2 border guards? I thought I had yeah, we do have 3. As I began trying to figure out if Lanashar was down in this area. We might have a 4th somewhere around here, too, if I recall correctly. There they are. Right, but they were expensive to place, $438, so I don't want to replace them with another unit. And they're actually pretty they're a decent guard too. So I'm okay leaving all my guards in the provinces I have them in currently. We would save, well, I guess in 10 turns we would make up the cost of having the border guards around. So that is a good idea, Lost Fremen. But I'm probably not going to do so, if only because we're going to begin assaulting Lanashar in the next video. I plan to have Urzanar lead the charge over here. Actually, no, we should have Gavian lead the charge, because the Rangers will probably flee his army when it shows up, given how strong he is. And if it was Urzanar that showed up, the Rangers would stick around, and they might actually be able to pick him off. So I gotta be careful. And as for the Demonologist, as you saw, we named him after Dennis Mayak, so now we're keeping him. He is rather expensive for what he brings to the army, now that I'm aware of what he costs per round to keep him. Was it 30 gold? And 6 gems? Oh, it's expensive for him as a tier 2 unit. How expensive are other... You know, I haven't really checked. Or rather, I don't remember. How expensive are other tier 2 units? 25 and 2 gems for a spider. 16 gold per turn for a slug. 15 gold per turn for a basilisk. 12 and 16 for my horseman. 14. All right, about less than 20 for most of my other tier 2 units. So he's a bit on the more expensive side, but he is really useful, and I think he's helped us win a few of those battles. So we'll keep him around. Lost Remnant finally finishes with very fun episode, and I'm sure that Champion's lifelong dream was to get gnawed to death by rats. For honor! Followed by a bunch of rat emojis. Yes, that was actually a tough battle. Or it could have been a lot tougher when I suddenly realized that the Champion has First Strike. That's really dangerous for my poor fragile rats. And I had to be careful about which rats attacked him first. Because I needed to I really didn't want them to die instantly. And we had a few rats, I think he... Actually, no. He couldn't kill any of the rats instantly with their first attack. And I just need a rat to touch him. This way he gets poisoned. But still, that was very dangerous. I'm glad that we won. That's also a good way for me to remember that champions have First Strike. By possibly losing that battle and then having to revert. Sif Jaspalier is next. And Sif Jaspalier, 7 hours ago, says, "Hey, Tim. Hey, Sif. I was a bit late in watching last video, so ignore my comments there. I can re-enter it here." Oh, okay. Thank you, sir, very much for doing so. He says, "In case you would like to know, I just discovered that a lot of buildings are locked behind the right build order. If you don't build, for example, Pikeman School, you can't get Guardsman's Guard contract, nor Knight's Guard's contract, nor Swordmasters. But if you have a Pikeman School, Guards Barracks, and Knights, you get about an extra 70 through 80 experience points per units with bonus structures, and get a location in your capital where you can recruit Swordmasters, Tier 3 sword units." Nice! Hey! I have not spent much time looking at the very late game buildings that we can unlock. But I know they're possible. Let's see. So my lookout tower doesn't lead to anything else according to that. Yeah, so we're done because I built the Crossman's School and the Swordsman's School. We got the lookout tower, which gives us the Guard's Guard, and increases, as you see, the Stronghold's towers. But it sounds like the Pikemen would have given us access to a better guard in Tier 3. Although I don't have very many Tier 3 structures unlocked yet. I'll have to spend some time looking at the build order and the build tree on Eadorpedia so I can know which earlier buildings might be required for later ones as well. So thank you for the heads up, Sif Jaspalier. He also says, regarding the slugs, "I'm sure that slugs can be promoted to snails if they find the right gear." I think Sif's being a bit... I think he's being sarcastic with that. As I did look on Eadorpedia really quick as well, Sif Jaspalier, for snails. I didn't find anything that said snails. I'm sure with enough points into defense, they would effectively become snails, though. And the last comment I have at this point, which is just about 5 o'clock on February 20th, is from Adorkable. And Adorkable says, "It sucks that you keep getting crashes. I've played a ton on this build and haven't had a single crash. I even left the game running for like 4 hours once, and when I came back, it ran fine." I think, Adorkable, it's because of my recording software for the most part. I did get a crash when I wasn't recording, but I think I had Fraps running at the time. So it probably contributed to it crashing. I think it has to do with the music changing, but I'm not entirely sure. I think since we started playing again, we've had like 5 or maybe 6 crashes. And I remember there was one time when I began recording the episode, I kept doing reshoots because I kept messing up the summary and the introduction, or making mistakes in what I was trying to say, and the game crashed then. But because I had just loaded from the desktop, it didn't cost me a revert. And now I know why, thanks to what Dennis had told me in the last video. Adorkable finishes with, "Gotta love a swarm of rats just eating a group of siege engines. It's just like Earth's history. Rodents are the bane of any military force in Eador." Yeah, right? They'll eat rotten wood and stuff like that, too, if I recall correctly. Whew. Amazing. Yeah, but that was fun. My goodness, those rats let me beat that. Otherwise, would have been a difficult battle for Ursanar to do. Man, we're gonna have to remember how good Swarm of Rats is going forward. Alright, and that's all the comments I got at this moment. So I will be back to get more comments, but I'm also super in the mood to play more Eador Genesis, so I'm probably gonna record another 2.5-hour episode. before I finish up, before I get more comments on part 198. All right. In any case, I'll be back to read more comments if I get any on this, on the last video. Give me 1 second, everyone. Good morning, guys. Let's read the last comment I got on the last part. Good morning. Good morning. Last comment I got was from Oodaloopsy. Oodaloopsy says, "Thanks, Tim." Oh, no problem, Oodaloopsy. Thank you for watching. My son's got a kick out of me being named for a 6-legged fantasy creature. And dude, that rat swarm is fearsome. Yeah, it really is. I'm glad your kids liked you being named after a basilisk. That is awesome. And it also drives home how happy I am that I generally don't swear or curse in my games. I keep forgetting that there's probably some people who watch this who have children. And there's probably some youngins who watch my videos on occasion as well. So, good for me. Keeping it to a PG/PG-13 video series, as it were. That's really adorable, though, Oodaloopsy. We'll probably be... Obviously, we won't get a basilisk every time we play, so we can't have you be the basilisk every shard, but we'll try to name you after a beast whenever we get a chance. And that's the last comment that I got, so I'm now going to wrap up breakfast, take a shower, and then begin finally recording the next episode, which I somehow managed to delay until today, February 21st. So, I'll be back to start that. Thank you guys for watching this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, guys.